Morning, welcome you all to day 5 session on VMware vSphere 6.7. Let's have a recap on things we discussed on day 4. What all we discussed on day 4? Quickly.
So what virtual machine files?
VM files. Especially I told 3 files to remember. .vmx, it is a configuration file. Okay. .vswp, it is a swap file. Okay. And then one more file .vmx vswp and vmdk is there, that is flat.vmdk is there. Flat.vmdk, this is your VM data disk file. You remember these 3 file, very important. This one is nvram, it's called.
Yes.
Correct. You should remember at least these 3-4 files. In interview they may ask you a question like this: what are the files make up a VM? What is your answer? VMX, VSWP, .nvram, flat.vmdk. Okay, these are all core files. At any cost, these files will be there. Okay, yeah. And we attempted to power on a machine, try to install a machine. It was giving error to us. Correct. So now let's continue from there. So, what is your ESXi IP? 130. That's all I want. 130. Okay. Root and test at the rate 123. Correct. Virtual machines. Okay. Here you can see there is one machine which we don't want. Just register this. Virtual machine is here, and let's see what is there in your storage. See, you cannot see your data store. Correct. Last time when you have attached that storage is missing. Reason is there is a rescan. This could happen when you make some changes to the NIC card. I have made some changes to the NIC card, that's why it is not viewable. But when you rescan, it should able to show you 148. Got it. You made a note of that ESXi storage diagram, right?
Yeah.
You took a snapshot, right? Or you have written in your notebook, right? See here. There's a best practice to do that. Like, have a look into my screen. Just consider this is your storage and this is your ESXi host. Okay. There is something called startup priority. Startup priority. What is this? Startup priority. This is very important again. See, pay attention. You are in home. Okay. It's at morning 7 a.m. Okay, and there are lights are turned on and TV, everything is turned on. Which is the first thing you will turn off? Morning 7 a.m. morning, fans are running, lights are running, TV is running, or any other electrical appliances running. Which is the first thing you will turn off?
Lights.
Light. Why?
Because we will have sunlight.
So you know the priority, correct? Same thing here. You at night 7 a.m. you went out and coming back to home. What is the first thing you'll turn on?
Lights.
You will turn on light, and then if you want TV, there is some priority in powering on some electrical resources, correct? Same thing in data center, we have a priority. See, that is the first thing you should do. Number one, power you should on, main power. Number two, AC, air conditioner you should on. Understood now? Number three, storage server you should on. Server you should turn on. Sorry, before storage, networking devices, networking switch, router and all, then storage, and then finally server. 4, 5, next one is desktop, if any. Understood now? There is a priority. So here we have a storage in our network, correct? First, what you should do, you should turn on this, and then you turn on. This is number 2, this is number 1. Storage should be on first. Okay, so what happened here, I had some issue with the storage server. I just turned it off. Then please log in and start networking. I had some issues with the networking. I'm just fixing it up. Root. Okay. So I have some troubleshooting to be done on. This is my storage server. Okay, OpenFiler is the storage server. Currently it states that, hey, you do not have a, what is that? You do not have a networking. Recently, I made some changes to the networking adapter, network adapter. That's why it could not able to bring that up. So I have a solution to do that. See, this would be helpful to you. Why I am teaching you? Because later point in time, you can also come across these stages to troubleshoot it. What is the Linux command to find the entire NIC cards? Huh? If config hyphen T lowercase. Link ETH1 is there, correct? Right. ETH0 is gone. I removed it.
Okay. You can just make an entry.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna manually.
Which one? This is RHCL or which one?
This is.
The storage server is in this server.
I'll tell you.
Alright.
This is not RHCL. This is not RHCL. No, it's a Linux distribution only. Let me tell you 1 minute.
Command you can type
Linux.
type cat space slash etc slash red hat release
Slash etc.
slash red hat ret cat tab
Star
tab.
tab. There's nothing. No, that too. That it's not Red Hat.
Type issues.
Type.
In place of Red Hat, type ISS is ISS. It should come automatically. Coming.
Coming. Yeah.
Issues.
Issue.net is there. Issue.net is there.
Issues only.
Okay. No, 1 minute. It's logged out. Oh, it's. What is the command you said?
Issues. Cat slash etc slash issues. I'll show you the kernel slash etc slash
issue.net is there. Issue. When I put the issue, it is coming to the main page. You do not appear to.
Logging out also.
You do not appear to have networking. No, I have to make ETH adapter as available. So here I configured this IP to secondary NIC card, but now primary NIC card is removed. I added a new NIC card.
Yes.
How to rename ETH1 as ETH0? Can we rename the NIC card name?
You will rename, but this ETH1 also can work. But you have to put the same entry whatever was there. Because now the MAC address changed.
MAC address changed, yes.
Operating system requires
yes.
same MAC address.
Yes.
So MAC address is not there.
So
you have to make the entry same entry into. So ETH1 has to be configured with the same entry what you are searching in the internet.
So now how to configure
it? Device will be ETH1.
Agreed. How to find the MAC address for the device? ETH1. ifconfig will give MAC address.
I will give you.
It's giving.
If config space ETH1.
It's not showing the device. Okay. It's giving now. Here is the hardware address. Okay. I have to make manual entry now. Got it. I'll do that now. So this is the same method only. Instead of
match the MAC address.
Yeah. I'll just make a note now. Let it be. I can. I will open.
This is in network, na? DSCP.
It's a network. It's a network.
So IP, if we get in 192 series or someone.
It's in 192 series.
Network scripts. Complete ETH. If this one.
Okay. Is the open filer IP I gave you to both of you? I gave open filer IP, right? Do you remember your storage IP? 148, other one is 188, correct? Am I right?
Yes.
148. See, everything is recorded, okay? This you have to do in case you are setting a home lab for your storage. Let us verify once device ETH1 boot proto static broadcast hardware address 0 okay, gateway IP address netmask network on boot is equal to yes, right. So now save this. After saving, I have to start some service, restart a service network restart. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. It's working now. 148 is taken. No, it's back. Can you see this? It's working fine. Everything is it's back now. 192.168.148.46. There we go. Super. It's cool. Back. Let's connect to our ESXi host. So here it should come automatically if I rescan apters, rescan. This is your student number 2. No, okay, for you it should be visible. Can you see? Understood? No, earlier it was not there, now it brought up. Cool. See, the thing which I want to show you is this. Browse data store, Can you see Windows XP version here?
Yes.
So this is 617 MB in size. Okay. So earlier what happened is when we about to create a virtual machine, your this is your machine, right? Lohit VM, and it's a Windows OS, Windows XP, Windows XP 32-bit, XP 32-bit. Select this data store, and memory is, let's keep 1024, 1 GB, 2 CPU, hard disk 10 GB. We'll keep it thin provisioning. Thin provisioning, and VM network, that is fine. Host device, browse data store, ISO. This and all you know, right?
Yeah.
When I about to power on this machine, it was giving error, correct? Last time, what message it was giving?
Create the
See now, this bugger started allowing now. I made some changes in the OS level. It works now. Okay. So who else was sharing? You and Shivanand is sharing
Yes.
this data store, correct? For you now, I will bring up your data store. You should able to start your deploying your machine. Okay. So let's fix this up. You can proceed installing that OS. It will ask you some question. You ask me, I'll help you out. Hmm.
Gateway entry,
One minute. Gateway is missing, huh?
1.1 I think. These both are data storage, na? Storage server, na?
Huh.
Then both should have same gateway. Gateway GAT is not there. Network is
Huh.
there.
I'll fix it. Just a minute. Yes. Gateway is not there.
It is the same gateway, 188.
Huh?
188. It was 188.
Huh. 188 only. You see, it says that already this IP is taken somewhere.
That is that. You are getting this IP from some KCP server, na? You have MAC it is. You have how you have automatically designed or
No, it's a
that
static IP I have assigned.
So it is coming using MAC address. Your MAC address binding somewhere in the proxy.
No, I didn't bind any MAC address.
You will not get it. You should not. If it is bind somewhere in the DHCP, so then it will not, you cannot assign. Just assign. Check this. It is zero only. Interface name it is zero only.
Yeah, it is zero.
You made the change, now you have to.
ETH 0, same one only. But hardware address is different, I guess. D1, let me verify that again. D1, same one only. Hardware address 029.5A42. Network is there, onboard is there, mask, IP address, gateway, all are there.
Just put hash mark everything here and try giving this DHCP instead of static. We'll see whether this machine is getting any IP from there. DHCP definitely give it IP.
Yeah, but here if you mention it will become a static, no?
No, for a while only.
For a while.
Getting any IP or not. We'll put hash mark, then we will delete it.
Okay. Only for that specific row. Understood.
Copy paste and just put hash mark and make it new. And once making changes, you have to restart machine also.
Yeah. Only one hash, huh?
No, only one hash.
Hash will not make.
It will not read that line.
Okay. We'll change it to static, dynamic. Right? Okay, let's brought up the Nick. Not giving interface is up, but IP is not released. I'll power off and power on. Your installation going on, huh? Again, it says you do not appear to have networking. I'll remove that adapter and I'll add a new adapter. That old entry is to be cleared. It should be supposed to be ETH 1 actually.
Then create a new one.
I'll do that now.
Let it be ETH 1. Because the Mac, it will always search for the older one. The interface name you are giving ETH0.
Mm.
So better change it to ETH1.
Mm.
Folder is also connected there.
No, no, no.
You have removed.
Folder I have removed and added. No, it should not show ETH0. It should show ETH1. Then we can change the device name as ETH1. Remove the dash mark. It should be fine. Still it's showing ETH0.
Hyphen here. You added. You have added.
Hyphen
Okay. Into all the
showing ETH entry only.
Then create a new file. Here.
New file.
Same. Network hyphen scripts and then this. BI.
Now it will allow. Will it allow? Okay.
And we will remove that one. It is 0.
We have to remove that file, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, we kept that is for hash. Okay. What happens if you assign that same IP? No, it says already one adapter with the same IP address. So it may not take that IP. Now it will take because we hashed it. Not taken the screenshot, man. Shit. Actually, the hardware address I didn't made a note.
No, you have to type it only.
Uh,
And copy paste one word.
Correct. So I'll find it now.
Gateway is 1.1. Our you can check the details in which one server is running now 148.
Yeah, 1.1 only.
You can type root hyphen and so it will give you the details. Backend will do. One server is running. And one line you have added extra, the fourth line. Fourth line on top.
Okay, yeah. Device ETH1 boot proto static broadcast hardware address gateway netmask network and boot, yes. RM is the remove command, no?
You better rename that instead of
Rename, okay.
rename the ETH 0 to something else.
Okay.
MV.
How to rename?
MV.
V.
M for Mango.
Move.
MV space E.
Huh.
You are not there in that location properly.
I came out.
So you can better go there. Otherwise, if you type EV now command. Network address space.
ETH 0 to
full path you have to give.
again full path.
Again full path.
Okay.
And then slash etc plus. You are not in that path, that's why. Or hyphen BKB. Hyphen BKB. That's okay. Only the thing you shouldn't have mentioned any proxy level.
Nothing. Device doesn't seem to be present. Adapter is ETH 0.
Two machines are two different machines.
Two different machines.
Two different machines. Where is this other machine?
Other machine is already up.
No, that 188.
No, 188 the same machine only.
Same machine. So in that same machine, only one interface was there, or two interfaces. Means from one machine you have configured 148.
One minute. I'll add one more interface. Let's see. I've removed the default interface and added one. I got some clue. I'll tell you what.
If single server is there, you should have two interface type, and then bind two different static IP to that. That will be one.
Now
If two servers are there, independent server, then you can assign any interface.
Now I added one more NIC card. Just a minute.
If the DHCP works, that machine easily configured.
DHCP is there. So what I did now, I added one more NIC card. New NIC card name would be ETH1. And whatever the configuration file which we have, that will apply to that NIC card now. So let's see now. I just powered on. Let me see. But there is a concept of primary NIC and secondary NIC concepts. So this may not give a path for secondary NIC. Let's see.
What is the operating system name? Because all different operating systems have a different configurations.
ETH1 has come now. Can you see? But the hardware address I have to change in that script file. Then it will work. You see, some other already uses and host already uses the site. We have to change the IP, I guess.
Is there somewhere. That's why it is not running. 189 you are putting or
98, that's fine. Hey, okay, 198 it took now.
Is it only IP? You have bound with IP or you have given any host name also?
Sorry?
Host name also?
No, there is no host name binding and all. Just IP only. Okay, it is up now. Service network restart.
That is also bringing up ETH011. You see, this interface is also bringing, which is the one you have written just now. See the last line. ETH011. That also it is bringing up. Somewhere it is increased. It is there. IP address is 198. You have given 189.
198, it is up.
You are pinging na somewhere.
It's pinging, but not coming.
No, you are pinging 189. That's why.
Oh, yes.
198 you have given.
My bad. Yes, yes, yes. Super. It's up now. You guys can connect. What is your ESXi IP? Tell me.
Mine? 125.
125. Yeah, in the ESXi IP.
186. 125.
Okay. 125. Okay. Any one host, if I make it will work in host also. Just need to change the iSCSI adapter in that 68. See now, this is what the change you should do. Storage adapters, software iSCSI, scroll down dynamic target, change from 188 to, Noda, you have to change it to 198.
198.
Save configuration, that's all. And then rescan once. And you should able to see your storage.
Changes when it gets applied. When you come to know
See here, it's still making changes. Storage. Stores. It has come up. Can you see? Check in your sir. Okay. Space there. You want help to deploy machine, Subhash, or you will deploy?
which machine you have to deploy?
I'll show you now. Look into my screen, all of you. So you have to deploy one machine, VM. See here. Yours is done.
It's installing, but I'm not connected to it.
No. Teams, you are not connected to Teams. Connect to Teams. Same thing only I'm doing. You no need to connect. Create a new virtual machine. Name of the machine is Subhash VM. Gust OS, Windows. Gust OS version, Windows XP 32-bit. Storage, shared storage. CPU 2, RAM 1 GB, 1024 MB, hard disk 10 GB, make it thin provisioning. And finish. Oops, I have to attach the ISO file. ISO file. Edit. Go to edit. CD DVD data store ISO file. Point it to your Windows XP ISO file. Connected. Make sure you select this option. Connect. And also here should be connected power on. 2 checkbox should be enabled. Then only it will boot from that. Now you see OS will load. Can you see? For you OS is loading. You can proceed now. You can deploy yourself. Go to your ESXi host. You have to make changes to the software iSCSI adapter.
198.
Save yes. Please can, yeah. Give me your limit. You can remove the old entry. Here this one is not needed. This entry you can remove. Remove dynamic target is there, right? Click on this, that's all. That's all. Just wait. Now let's come back to the storage. Rescan. Here it would be rescanning. Now you know how to create a machine, right? Delete old machine.
Saying another user has a console session.
Me only. I can see the console now.
But I think
No, nothing is happening. It's installing. Wait, you see the down setup is starting Windows. Can you see? Open console, sir.
Sir, here I need to upload.
Huh?
console or team meeting. In the team meeting, I can see
Teams
that.
you can see, right?
No.
Huh. It's your screen only I am accessing. You connect your ESXi. That is 125.
I connected.
Ah,
This one.
that's all.
Browser, I have to see that. No, I wanted to see that.
Open console. Click on open console. It is not loading. It's in the same screen. Setup is, you can see a message. Setup is starting Windows. Can you see? Just wait.
This one.
Same screen, correct. Wait.
It's already there.
Wait for some time.
Next.
It is yet to start the installation.
In production environment, these configurations and all we need to do, sir. This storage configuration. Or storage admin will do.
Sorry, repeat again.
In production environment, this configurations, network configuration, we'll be doing or storage admin will be doing.
Network configuration. Which I did now?
Uh,
That you would be doing it. In storage, you no need to do all these things and all. He will just provide only dynamic target IP. That's all.
So for our local storage, so how we need to create the dynamic?
One minute. I'll take all your questions. Just a minute. I'm just verifying whether that ISO is the right ISO. Browse. XP Professional Thursday, September 24. No, not this ISO. We have to change this ISO. Yes. Just check. You use the same ISO. Your ISO is SP3 November 2013, including SATA drivers. Is that the one which you have installed? Browse data store, man. Check the ISO file name. 617.81 MB is there.
Yeah, 617.8 MB.
It's the same ISO you used.
September.
That's the same ISO you used. Setup is not progressing.
It's taking 2 months.
The source busy or something? Because it is already.
Yours is done, right?
Yeah, almost done.
In that case, I have to loop that OVA only. Let's see. OVA. Don't worry, I have a quick solution. You know, right? OVA, I gave you know that I can give it to you. You can just deploy it. Okay, let it download. Meanwhile, let me tell you what I did. Have a look into my screen, all of you. See, in our lab, we don't have SAN. SAN is not there. SAN is not there in my environment. Okay, but similar kind of a SAN, there is one more storage server is available. That is called iSCSI server. What server? iSCSI server. This will use normal Ethernet cable only. Which cable?
Ethernet cable.
You know Ethernet cable, right?
RJ45.
RJ45, correct. Ethernet cable. Okay, it will hold the same properties of SAN. SAN, it's called block level device. Do you agree? Okay, through SAN, we can assign a LUN. Do you agree? Correct? That same LUN is provisioned to your storage. If you look into your storage server here, it's here. I'll take any one of your screen. If you come back here, oh, it came, man, finally.
15 years.
Okay, if you look into the storage adapters, iSCSI server storage devices actually storage.
He used to install this things before.
One moment. If you look into this, partition GUID partition table. Do you remember? MBR GUID partition table. Here it is GPT partition table. Okay, model, it is a virtual disk, and I have provisioned a LUN. You would have noted on the first day when you are about to create the space, right? You would have seen like open filer. Do you remember? Like this name, open. Here you see. Can you see the name here? Name is what? iSCSI disk. It's actually iSCSI LUN. You can call like a iSCSI LUN, logic unit number. Okay. So let's come back here. Block level device, LUN 0 is provision. The first LUN is called LUN 0, second one is 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay, that is presented to whom? Your ESXi, that is 192.168.1 dot, what is your ESXi IP? 130, 186, can be anything, your local ESXi host, right? Then what you did, you formatted with a file system called VMFS. Which version?
6.7.
VMFS 6. Correct now? Are you understanding? Open your VMFS notes, all of you. Open your VMFS notes. VMFS version. From which version VMFS 6 is used? From 6.5 onwards. Correct? So you formatted with VMFS version 6. And then you have seen a storage like this. iSCSI 188 host like this. Correct now? Yeah. So the same thing here, and your machine is installing now. Subhash VM. Again, it will take some time. So meanwhile, I'll upload your OVA. You can quickly power on this machine. Okay. It will take another 15 minutes. We don't have that much time. Let's come back here. Browse data store. I will deploy a machine for you because from again I have to upload to data store. You have to download locally. From that you have to deploy. Will you do it or I will do it? OVA. No, don't stop. Let it go. Meanwhile, we'll bring up your machine here. Will you do it or I will do it? Tell me. You do? Okay, I'll upload your OVA to your data store. I'm uploading. What you have to do, you know, right? Download that OVA to your local laptop, same laptop, whatever the laptop you have, right? You can download locally. From there only you can register a OVA machine. See, I'll show you now how to deploy. Look into my screen. It's uploading is done. So can you see virtual machine, create a register machine? You should not select this. You should select this.
Last time only.
Next, then you click here, it will ask for local file, then you point your XP. Proceed now. This is just 5 minutes task. Go ahead. And before powering on, make sure it is set to thin provisioning. Thin. Proceed. Browse data store. Browse. Download that WinXP. Is that no? Yeah. Download to machine, your local laptop.
Uploading is done.
Uploading is done.
I can download.
You can download. Mm. 186. The session got timed out. Wait.
OVA side is 876.400.
That is just 1 GB only.
876. You upload
How browser? It's uploading is still going on. Upload a file. It's still last stage. Just wait for a minute. And then last stage only there. Meanwhile, you anyhow your other machine is deploying. Now upload is done. Now you try.
1.21.
Upload is done now. Not that one. This one. Download. It was not completed. That's why it was timing out. It's downloading. See.
ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫೈಲ್ಸ್
ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತಾ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬ್ರೌಸರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಎಚ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ OVA.
OVA file is different, ISO file
It's
is
different. That's what you are learning now. OVA is pre-built machine.
So we get only OVA.
In production, you will get both combinations, OVA also, ISO also. Mostly ISO.
No, where will you get this?
So we need to download.
ISO you can download from operating system vendor. Red Hat Linux, Ubuntu Linux, Microsoft XP servers, all those versions.
solution is working right now.
HTTP error. ಡಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಬಿಡೋ ನಿನಗೆ IP ಏನೋ
186.
ನೀನೇ ಮಾಡಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾ. ಆ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಓಡಲಿ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್
Page.
Hey, download ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ.
ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
ಜಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡು.
ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್
ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ತಿನ್. ಓಕೆ. ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Wait for 2 minutes. It will takes some time and deploy it.
ಸರಿ, ಈಗ ಹೊಸದು ಡೇಟಾ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇದ್ದಾವಾಗ VMS ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೀನು 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ, ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಪೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ನೂ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಡಿಪ್ಲಾಯ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದೆ. ಒಂದೇ ನಾನು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಸರ್ವರಿಂದ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸರ್ವರು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸರ್ವರು.
ಸೊ ಈಗ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಜಾಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
Repeat. Sorry?
In production environment, the job is deploying VMs and
not just deploying VMs. You have to set an infra like this from scratch, from server bolt net to till the machine goes to production. You have to do everything. Okay. Open console. OBS deploying, sir. Let me know once you see that logged in screen. Loaded. Sir, you, sir? Subhashi. It will load few more things. Just wait 1 more minute. It's loading. Nandan machine is ready. Okay, yours. Can you see sky blue color something? OVA machine from OVA. Did you deploy OVA? It's loading. It's no, it's not powered on, I guess. Or open it.
I received an error.
What error? ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗು ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಡ ಹೋಗು ಹಾಂ ಈ ವಿಲ್ ಕೆಲವು
So the file you deploy is so let's delete this one and make it new. This one I need to
No, that is for
create an address. This one. Oh, but 198. Have you done that? Okay. To change the date.
What is happening?
Failed to power on virtual machine. Your IP server IP 198 change
Welcome. Fail to power on the virtual machine, attempt the operation cannot perform, the current state power off.
click on this something like mine was the second.
Why both?
No,
Oh, yeah, just now you
the
attempted.
letters.
No problem, no problem. So let's see the host resource first. How much free space is there first? When we go, if we don't have a space, CPU is half is there. Memory, how much? 28% is memory free file. Okay. First, we should make sure we have enough free space.
No, we are supposed to change one IP address. No, that time.
Which IP?
198.
Nothing
It's already done.
already done. You don't need to do anything. See storage. To data storage system now. I only did it now. Now you don't need to do anything.
No, that
IP server
For this CS6 host,
you are changing this.
you put it on your desktop, downloads.
Speed there, speed is showing something.
So it is still deploying load. OVA is not deployed. Wait for some time. See now, there will be ongoing. This is not done yet. Are you getting my point? You are understanding now? Still that the task is progressing. See here. See now, it will show you. Still that into mark will be there. That is cancelled. That is not completed yet. Okay. Task and events, manage. Recent tasks. Here, proceed. So you see, you understood now? Yeah.
This older one is also
It already deleted, you need to.
No, you can cancel it. You can cancel it. That's
it
all.
becomes zombie in the
See.
to cancel this.
So we let's
Consuming our
this. No, I canceling. So that old operation is going on now. That will complete. It's completed.
It's completed mine. No, it's mine actually. XP was mine.
Now you see the machine.
The first which were just now completed.
Now you can. You understood now? There is an ongoing upload work or deployment work is now you do it will work.
Only the processing time it will take.
For deploying it, it is.
Here, how it was completed?
This is mine. It went like a zoom.
Here server.
No, different server. He is not using your ESXi. He is using a different ESXi. For him, it is done. So just look into my screen. What you should do post deployment. All of you look into the screen. 130. Who is the owner? You. Okay. Look into my screen. You join now?
No, he's saying this.
Okay. 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 Right. Lohit Kumar is in lobby. You join now? Cool. So this is what you should do. Post VM deployment tasks. Write down this. Point number 1. Install VMware tools. You can ask me what is VMware tools. Provides drivers to host operating system. VGA sound.
Sync.
Sysla sync. YNC. HA means very good. So this is very important. In interview, you will see one question from VMware tools. They'll ask you, what is the use of VMware tools? When it is used?
this continuous sync is happening when the VM is running. Suppose the system is shut down, sorry, not shut down, terminate. In some cases, users are connected. That time duration takes, and then again it booted up for some reason. Okay. Will it batch from that point, or it will be?
From that point only. See, both should be on. ESXi also should be on. If ESXi is down, you cannot power on a VM. When you power on a VM, it will try to sync to the ESXi. That's the power of this VMware tools. Write down this. So you all know we have successfully installed one operating system now. Correct? So within that operating system, we have to manually install. You all know what you mean by drivers, right?
Yeah.
Physical machine, we know drivers, sound drivers, network driver, all those things. Same thing in virtual machine also. That is provided by whom? VMware tools. VMware tools, see here, it is available in different versions. I'll write down this point also. Note, VMware tools is available in different versions based on ESXi series.
ESXi series, suppose 6, 5, 6, VM doesn't individually identify itself.
You have to install respective version tools.
No, here you are saying that it will give us the other drivers information also. All the driver information. But
Latest one, whichever is latest.
Automatically it doesn't.
Automatically it will install. Latest 6.7 it is installing automatically. In some cases you have to manually install. I'll show you now. Look into my screen. See 1:30 I'll log in. Okay. I'll show you how to identify also. See, as of now, Lohit doesn't know what is VMware tools. Do you agree with me? Still installing, man. Still installing. Last stage.
Usually it takes 45 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes.
That XP it takes some time, but if it is pre-installed, it's not a problem. Meanwhile, we will hack Nandan machine. Nandan OVA machine is ready, I guess. So let's take this console. See, this fellow Nandan doesn't know what is VMware tools. Do you all agree?
Yes, sir.
Can you see one option here? Into mark is there now.
Yes, sir.
Can you see this? What is that?
The VMware tools service is not available.
Understood now? So now I'll come back here. Can you see settings here? Actions. I'll come to actions. Gust OS.
Upgrade when
So you will if you go to my computer, it will automatically mount. This CD DVD is there, right? This will automatically mount. So fail to upgrade requirement tools does not exist or is inaccessible. So he says that this specific OS version, it's a old version, but ESXi's latest version, you do not have a compatible one. So what I'll do now, I'll go and verify here at the appwiz.cpl. Within the OS, I can check whether it is installed or not. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
VMware tools is installed. It is automatically installed, but it is not a latest version. That's all. Because in 6.7, it is not a supported OS or it is not a compatible, but it is working. See here. You can also check by navigating to computer management. Under device manager, right? Where we usually see whether the driver is installed or not. See, if I click on display adapter, it will show VMware. See now. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
It means what? respective driver is installed now.
Yes, sir.
So
In the network adapter it will show.
network adapter, it will not show VMware. I'll come again. It will show like 1000 or something like that. 1 minute.
Network adapter will be.
It's showing. Can you see this? Yes. Right. So it is running successfully. This is the first thing you should do. Okay. VMware tools, how it is installed? VMware tools is built in with ESXi. ESXi is loaded, right, for the first time. One of system files are there, right? VMware tools is built in on ESXi. From ESXi itself, automatically will be shared to whom? Virtual machines. Or you can also download VMware tools here from internet. Download VMware tools here. packages.vmware.tools.com. This is the path, okay? I'll put it in chat. I want you to open, all of you. I'll put it in chat because this is very important in future. No, sometime from ESXi you may not be able to download or some challenges. In that case, you can download direct from VMware online portal. Go to chat. Shared in chat. Open that link, all of you. See, I told you based on ESXi version, correct now? See, ESXi 3.5, 4, 4.1, 5.0, 5.1, 5.5, 6.5, 6.77. Can you see? Ours is what?
6.7.
6.7. Under this, it will show for Windows and Linux separately. I'll open now. 6.7. Can you see? Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, Ubuntu, Windows. Under Windows, you see 32, 64-bit, 32-bit. Okay? You can download. Understood now? We can add this note. VMware tools can also be downloaded from VMware website. Write down this. Write down that, hey.
Yes, sir.
Once you finish writing, we'll take a quick commercial break and then we'll come back.
So now in his VM, it's already installed, but it is not working. So we need to upgrade.
It is working, man. It's not latest. VMware tools is working. It is not latest. That's all. See what we need. For network there are many versions, right? 1.2, 1.5, 1.7. Latest version is not updated. That's all. Already installed. It is working condition only. Don't get confused.
But there, the pop-up it showed.
Upgrade it showing, but it says it's not compatible. 6 XP and all is stopped how many years back? Microsoft only stopped some 7, 8 years back. No one is using XP now. But why we deployed? We need one OS to show to you. Understood? XP and all, Windows 10 and all require 20, 30 GB storage. We have lab called clone template and all. That time it will be a problem. That's why we are using older version. Understood? Come. At home you install Windows 10 also. Who is stopping you? And your workstation, local data store.
I need to create this storage icon. How to create storage?
That I will give video. You watch that video. It's a lengthy process. I spent 17 days to learn that. It's not easy to learn at one shot.
Okay, not in servers, in my own lab.
Your own lab only, I'm saying. I'll give a video. It's called OpenFiler. You just search OpenFiler. You will get to know. Okay. it will confuse or time consuming. That's why I will not teach in our session. It's a ready made so that you can use it in production also. You may not require to do anything on storage.